Let's explore boundaries, just to get ourselves into the simplicity of just sitting. It really is simple. We're just sitting and noticing and breathing. So allowing your attention to go to the breath. And noticing what happens to your body when you breathe in. Just pay attention to the movement in your body. Where is your body moving on the in-breath? What happens in the pause? And then on the release and the out-breath, just watching for a few moments how the body is affected by the breath. Notice the quality of your breath and how you're just naturally being breathed. And of course, the breath is the rhythm that connects us all. And connects us to our body, our primary instrument. Well, let's just explore our relationship to our body and other bodies. You have the people on the Zoom screen. That's a different kind of connection. We can feel a sense of being connected, a sense of emotional and mental connection. A little harder to feel in the body. So perhaps imagine each of us has a distance that feels right to be with people. I know right now it's a meter, but generally there's a distance that feels comfortable. And just notice what that distance is for you. Imagine somebody getting too close and how you feel like you need to back away. And notice how when people are a little too far away, you want to lean in. So we have specific physical boundaries. And they may change somewhat with different people. And certainly they change in different cultures. Many cultures get very close, others keep more distance. But just to notice that the first place of setting boundaries is in our instrument, our base, our body. And if you feel into the body, you can feel that the body doesn't stop at the skin. And just notice how far out does your energy body go around you, and how high. We've worked with the light meditations, and that soul light is generally felt at about 1 meter away from the crown of our head. So those are also boundaries. You have the thought or hear people say, "Get out of my space." What does that mean? And then we have the emotional boundaries. What are the levels of emotional boundary where we either are drawn closer or want to move away, perhaps as fast as we can? Perhaps we have a hard time with anger. We back away. We don't generally lean in, which actually can be very useful for exploring our own anger. It takes a strong intention. There, by the same token, joy or compassion, we feel more drawn in. How do we know that? We look at our body. We feel our emotions. And then there's the mental aspects of boundaries. And some of us have a very hard time saying no. And then we tend to get resentful or blame the other person for intruding. So just noticing that we have mental constructs around boundaries. How far, how close, how deep, how long. Do I have to say yes? Do I feel guilty or shame when I say no? All that's part of boundaries. It's all energy, it's movement. What's moving in my body, my emotions, in my mind? And then the relational aspect. How do I relate to others? Am I afraid to be seen or to see someone else? Do I listen with my whole body? With my senses? My emotions? Am I able to track and mirror what someone's saying and feel it in myself? So, boundaries are a huge issue that I invite you to explore, even from this place of lockdown and isolation. Anywhere there's a feeling of violation of your boundaries, there's almost certainly some unexperienced, undigested, unintegrated trauma or dissociation. So boundaries are the place that we can really grow by testing. Even in our own thinking process, where we're locked into certain beliefs, those are boundaries. What's the edge of our ability to embrace uncertainty? So I invite you, as we go through the day to day, to explore the vast and complex and sometimes chaotic issue of boundaries, conscious and unconscious, mostly unconscious. Let's just take a couple breaths and breathe into that. Maybe take a look at what your intention is today for exploring your own boundaries. As you're ready, begin to bring yourself back, noticing your fingers and your toes and breath and release as we come back.